So, welcome to my channel and a new year of That Retired Guy. I want to say thank you to all my loyal followers for coming with me on this journey in cyberspace. And as of making this video, I'm talking about followers in the numbers of double digits. Now, I especially want to say thanks for all your insightful comments and questions, and I thought I would take a little bit of time in this video to respond. Okay, so first off, I'm not wearing the same shirt in all my videos. You'll notice in the video, Living in the Information Age, I'm actually wearing a sweater. Now, even this shirt is not the same as the one that I wore in Cut the Cord. I do have a thing for plaid though, as you can tell, and I've been growing my beard a little bit longer over the holidays, kind of working on that Canadian lumberjack look. Now, I keep getting suggestions from you guys on doing how-to videos on using the internet. You know, how to do things like making Zoom calls, editing your home movies, even using apps like Twitter on the internet. First of all, I don't recommend using Twitter to anybody. It'll make you crazy. It's just a battleground for internet trolls. They should rebrand Twitter and call it Troll Wars. Preserve your sanity and stick with G-rated reliable content like you get from That Retired Guy. Then again, asking me to do how-to videos on internet stuff, it's not gone really well in the past. I mean, the most frequent questions that I get are how to find That Retired Guy videos on the internet and how to subscribe to the channel. Now, I've even made whole videos about how to cut the cord and how to hit that subscribe button. You'd think it would help. I know it's not easy to watch YouTube on your TV. The kids are watching this on their laptop all the time, and that makes it a lot easier. Next day, there it is. But then again, maybe it's the teacher. Anyway, thanks for your suggestions, and yes, I will do a video on how to do Zoom or some kind of video calls. That way you can impress your kids, your grandkids, you know, when they call up and you can actually answer and talk to them. Now, when it comes to comments and questions from those in my younger audience, I mean, they find it funny just that I have to talk to people about how to use the subscribe button. And they love it when I use old expressions like the boob tube. All I can say is, you're welcome. So anyway, lots of crazy questions and comments. Now here's one for you. When you're piloting an elevator, is the first floor on the second story? And what about all those missing floors? Anyway, I call this segment elevator navigation. It may actually be best viewed after you've tried a few of those gummies, those weird tasting things that your kids gave you over Christmas. Give that a try. Anyway, when you step into an elevator, do you ever wonder where G or B or M or L or LL or G1 or G2 or P or PH, or do you ever wonder where those are? And while we're at it, what about all those missing floors like 4 and 13 and 14 and 24? Now let's go into this a little bit deeper. Now I would have thought G was garage and ground floor was the first floor, but it turns out it depends where you live. In Europe and most Commonwealth nations, the first floor is on the second story. It's almost like when you go to pilot an elevator, you got to figure out if everybody's driving on the left side of the road or the right side of the road. Now, Canada can be a confusion of both. We're moving away from our Commonwealth history with England and moving towards the American standard. Quebec has been slow to get off of that European or French standard, and it continues to elevate the first floor to the second story. So you can see that Canadians are not only bilingual, we're biometric and we're bi-elevator pilots. Now, bi has come to mean something different over the years. And as a Canadian, I can't comment on our electrical status, you know, AC or DC. But what I can say is we are definitely two mints in one.
New cert gives you two mints in one.
But let's be clear, elevator navigation is not for the faint of heart. There have been whole floors removed from buildings. We all know about the mysterious disappearance of the 13th floor. But what about the 4th floor? And what about the 14th and the 24th? So in China, the word 4 sounds like the Chinese word for death. So of course we need to get rid of all the floors that have 4 in the number. Now, in Vancouver, British Columbia, city planners have banned the skipping of numbers like 4s and 13s because it can lead to confusion for first responders. For example, going to the wrong floor. But what about all those other confusing labels? Sometimes the main floor, not labeled M, of course, is called L for lobby. Now, why does lobby get a whole floor? I don't know. And if you do see an M, it's usually for mezzanine, not for main floor. Now, of course, B is basement and SB is sub-basement, unless, of course, you're talking about lower levels like LL1 and LL2, or like G1, G2 for garage level 1 and garage level 2. That, of course, is where G stands for garage, not ground floor. Makes perfect sense. So just remember, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Pilot your elevator just like the first floor never touches the ground. And when in America, keep your first floor firmly planted on the ground. And of course, be careful of those Buy Canadian elevators. So I hope this has been able to clear up a little bit of confusion about elevator navigation. Just consider this as another how-to video from That Retired Guy. And again, thanks for your support and all your crazy comments and suggestions, and welcome to another year of That Retired Guy. Now be sure to like and subscribe, as I showed you before in the earlier videos. And until next time, live your best life.